Every morning at exactly 6 o'clock, an old man named Samuel sat on the same wooden bench in a quiet park. Rain or sunshine, winter or summer, he never missed a day. Hundreds of people walked past him every morning. Some were jogging, some were rushing to work. Others were staring at their phones, too busy to notice the world around them. One morning, a young man named Ethan stopped in front of Samuel. He looked exhausted. His eyes were filled with frustration, and his shoulders carried the weight of countless disappointments. Samuel smiled gently. "My son, why do you look like you're carrying the whole world on your back?" Ethan let out a tired laugh. "Because I am." Samuel nodded. "Sit with me for a minute." For a few moments, neither of them spoke. They simply watched the sunrise. Finally, Ethan broke the silence. "I've tried everything. I read books. I watch motivational videos. I make plans every Sunday. I promise myself that this week will be different. But somehow, nothing changes. Every year feels exactly the same." Samuel listened carefully before asking a simple question. "What do you think is your biggest problem?" Ethan answered without hesitation. "I don't have enough time." Samuel smiled. "No, time isn't your problem." Ethan looked confused. "Then what is?" "You don't respect the time you already have." Those words hit Ethan harder than he expected. Samuel picked up a small stone from the ground and placed it in Ethan's hand. "If I asked you to protect this stone with your life for the next hour, could you do it?" "Of course." "But what if I asked you to protect 1 hour with the same care?" Ethan stayed silent. Samuel continued. "People protect money, they protect expensive cars, they protect their phones, but they waste the most valuable thing they'll ever own: time." He pointed toward the rising sun. "Yesterday is gone forever. Tomorrow is only a promise. The only thing you truly own is this hour." Ethan looked around the park. People were walking quickly, checking notifications, answering emails, scrolling through social media. Everyone looked busy, but very few looked happy. Samuel whispered, "Most people don't lose their dreams overnight. They lose them one wasted hour at a time. 1 hour becomes 1 day. 1 day becomes 1 month. And before they realize it, another year is gone." For the first time in years, Ethan felt something change inside him. Maybe the problem wasn't a lack of opportunity. Maybe he had been giving away the most valuable hour of every single day without even noticing. The next morning, Ethan made a decision. For just 1 hour, he would do something that could improve his future. No phone, no social media, no excuses, just 60 minutes of complete focus. The first day felt ordinary. Nothing changed. The second day was even harder. His phone kept buzzing, and his mind kept telling him, "You can do this later." But Samuel's words echoed in his head. "The life you want is hidden inside the hour you're about to waste." So Ethan stayed focused. 1 hour became 2 days. 2 days became 1 week. By the end of the first month, he had finished reading 2 books, completed an online course, and started learning a skill that could actually earn him money. The results were still small, but something inside him had become stronger. For the first time in years, he trusted himself. 3 months later, Ethan landed his first freelance client. It wasn't a huge paycheck, but it proved one thing: consistency beats motivation. He returned to the park to thank Samuel. The old man smiled. "So, did the 1 hour change your life?" Ethan nodded proudly. "Yes." Samuel shook his head. "No, it changed you." And when a person changes, their life has no choice but to follow. Years passed. That single hour turned into a daily habit. Ethan built a successful business. He helped his parents. He traveled the world. He hired people who were once struggling just like he had. One day, a reporter asked him, "What's the biggest secret behind your success?" The audience expected a complicated answer. Instead, Ethan smiled and said, "I stopped wasting 1 hour." Everyone laughed. They thought he was joking, but he wasn't. Because success isn't built in dramatic moments. It's built in quiet mornings. When no one is watching, it's built every time you choose discipline over distraction. Every time you keep going, even when you don't feel motivated. Think about your own life. How many hours disappear every week? Scrolling, complaining, waiting for the perfect moment. Waiting for Monday, waiting for next month, waiting for next year. But life never waits. The clock keeps moving, whether you're ready or not. Imagine protecting just 1 hour every single day. 1 hour to learn, 1 hour to build, 1 hour to exercise, 1 hour to write, 1 hour to create the future you've always dreamed about. After 1 year, you won't recognize the person you've become. Remember this: small actions, repeated every day, create extraordinary lives. So before this story ends, ask yourself one question. What is the 1 hour I'm wasting today? Because that single hour could be the bridge between the life you're living and the life you've always wanted. Don't wait for motivation. Don't wait for perfect conditions. Start today. Protect 1 hour, and one day you'll look back with gratitude, knowing that the greatest change in your life didn't begin with luck. It began with one decision and 1 hour.